Hi there, Michael Eskin here with another ABC Transcription Tools demo. I recently had the opportunity to work with a collection of classical arrangements that were put together by Seymour Schlen that all use this same feature in ABC where you're able to overlay multiple notes on top of each other in one measure. And it turns out that abcjs really doesn't work very well sometimes with this particular structure. So I wanted to show you a workaround that I came up with for this particular problem, and it's actually very easy to do. So I'm going to go ahead and open up one of these arrangements, and this is a Beethoven Piano Sonata. And the first thing you can see, and this was true of all of the arrangements, is that it's set up with essentially one measure per line of the ABC, which results in this rather odd-looking presentation. But the other part about it is right here. You can see this structure right here. This ampersand says basically go back to the beginning of the measure and overlay these additional notes on top of the ABC. And this is used, as you can see, extensively through this tune here. And it results in some strange problems. For example, you can see like this bar line isn't where it's supposed to be, and periodically you'll see these kinds of problems. And what's worse is if I then use the backdoor abcjs render params to force this to do an auto format, you can see it's actually a complete mess and really unusable. So what I found is a nice workaround for this sort of thing is to export the ABC to MusicXML and then bring it back into the tool. And what happens is that those overlaid measures get separated into multiple voices, and then those voices get combined using a score directive. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to save this out as XML. You can see there's a little prompt here now. It tells you you can save it as XML. It's been there all along, but I don't think people knew about it unless they read the user guide. We're going to save this as XML. It's saved. I'm going to then open that XML file back up. And what you can see is now we have a beautifully formatted score. So if you run into some formatting issues with a tune that uses these ampersand-based measure overlays, try exporting the tune as MusicXML and then re-importing that MusicXML back into the tool, and most likely it will clean everything up as it did in this case.